you feel like home.
I think we can all agree that this version of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is better than the previous version that we had. With that said, I don't think it's perfect, and I want to talk about some of the changes I would have implemented and my approach towards changing the game for the better. First things first, we have a bunch of quality of life changes, like, one player versus two player, being able to have access to all stages, preset teams, being able to skip intros. That's so huge. With that said though, I wish it was more of a Tekken fashion where you can choose to skip your own intro and your opponent can do the same with their intro, but both parties have to agree to skip intros, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I would have liked a Tekken fashion more. Moving on, the ability to maintain ki has been altered. Things are costing more ki, Vanish costs more ki, I believe Ki Blast costs more ki. The homing burst dash, or the homing dash, or the super homing dash, whatever you want to call it, costs more ki. A lot of things are costing more ki, and so many things cost ki to begin with. The ki economy and the inflation towards it is going to be more important now than ever. So it's going to inflate the importance of moves like Instant Spark. Yes, they've been nerfed by costing one more bar, but they're still very important now. There was also a nerf to the skill gauge. Gaining access to skill gauge as fast as we have has taken a hit. We're gaining skill gauge more slowly. Now, because the Insta Sparks have been nerfed a little bit, just with them costing a little bit more, I think that's going to make the full power moves a bit more potent. They're already very good pre-patch anyways, and now with Insta Sparks taking a little bit of a hit, I think characters like Gohan and Vegito Blue, and any other character with a full power, might raise up a little bit in the perception. No pun intended there. Being able to have access to max ki and it's uninterruptible is going to be super important. Full power is looking really good this patch. Let's start with like a small changes and work our way outwards. I would start with the basic dash, actually. Just basic dashing around. So many things, like I said, cost ki. The ki economy is so important that I don't think this basic dash should cost ki. You already have, the basic homing dash and then the super homing dash costing more ki. I think having access to alternative movement that doesn't cost a resource is really important. I don't think this basic form should cost anything. I also think, and I'm not just trying to make this game like Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3 and yes, Tenkaichi 1, but I think the dash should be continuous. I think you should be able to keep your momentum and get around the screen pretty quickly. Another thing, another note with all these changes to stuff costing more ki, it's going to be really rough in these clutch situations when your opponent does have an option of an insta spark. When someone's insta sparking, the thing that you want to do is close the gap as fast as possible. With all these things costing more ki, it's going to be harder to do that in clutch situations. I think we need to revert the ki economy, or at least reel it back a little bit, so it doesn't make having a certain amount of ki feel impossible. With that said though, there is a bit of decision making that comes from this, where we abandon pressure to instead abandon our Oki, go for ki charge. I think that being more of a forethought is important to the mental aspect of the game. That's an interesting aspect. The next change I would make is actually towards perception. Yes, obviously perception is very annoying. I hate when people mash it. It's an annoying move. It's just a little bit too good right now, and it's a little bit too abusable. There's obviously ways around it. There's obviously counterplay, but we all know how annoying it is. A change I would like to make to perception is not have perception cost ki. I wanted to cost blast stock instead, because having blast stock is having access to your most important stuff. Your full power charges, your insta sparks, your wild sense, your after image strike, so on and so forth. Thinking about defending yourself into the moment-to-moment gameplay versus playing for the long term by giving yourself easier access to these really overpowered abilities. I think thinking about that and considering your blast stock gauge a little bit more would be really cool for the game, and it's what I would like to see. Let me know if you agree with that. Obviously, let me know if you agree with all my points, or if you guys have any better ideas. I would also roll back the Ki Blast change, where, it costs more now. I don't know how much more it costs, but I would just say it costs the same as it used to, and it's just less damage. I think Ki Blasts are a very important aspect of the game, And, you know, it was one of the major ways we got around After Image Strike initially. Yes, they did nerf After Image Strike, but having alternative ways to combat it is very important. So I think if Ki Blasts do less damage, I think the original cost was fine. Let's move on to Vanish. Vanish was another thing that was affected by the Ki economy. Vanish's costs a little bit more now. From my understanding, the Vanish window is a little bit tighter. I'm not sure by how much. And of course, consecutive Vanishes have become more difficult. I like this change the most. I do not think Vanishes should cost more Ki, because once again, we're reeling on the Ki economy here, and it's going to make it really hard to have that Ki in a clutch situation when there's a super attack, a rush attack, an ultimate, whatever. And then same thing with the timing. If you're in a clutch situation and the window is very tight, I think any initial vanish should be the original timing. Having consecutive vanishes be at tighter timing is more than welcome though. The biggest thing we have going against us is that we're playing online in delay-based netcode. That means the timing is variable depending on our connection from peer to peer. And from my understanding, it's not as if the game tells us how much lag there is, so you pretty much just have to feel it out. So having a bigger window on your initial vanish timings is a good thing. As of right now, every other change that they've made in the game, I'm fine with. It looks like the game is going in the right direction, and it sounds as if they're willing to listen to the community. They've made 2 patches, and it's all about stuff that we're talking about. Obviously, one of the most annoying things in the last patch was the Vanish War. And something that would perpetuate the Vanish War more would be Super Counter, because that would loop right back into another Vanish War, and it just became this whole game about who had more Ki at the end of the day. Yes, if you were nice with Super Counters, you could subvert that a little bit, but once again, it would just loop right back into another Vanish War. First off, I would consider maybe widening the window, maybe? Question, like, big asterisk around that. Hey, Future Sen here. I forgot to add the part where I wanted it so you cannot super counter in between anyone's combo. I think there should have to be a certain duration of a gap for you to be able to super counter, either at the start of a string, or at a vanish, or at a rush attack follow-up, or something like that. But you should not be able to super combo in true combos. Super counter in true combos. In Street Fighter 3rd Strike, the parry window is 10 frames, and obviously one of the most important moments in fighting game history, Evo Moment 37, is related to parrying Chun-Li super consecutively. Yes, this eases off the execution aspect of the game a little bit, but we also have to once again consider that this is a delay-based netcode game. The next change I want is to not have your opponent kicked away when you do super counter. What I would like to happen is for super counter to hard stop that interaction. It'd just be a straight up block, and for the person that did super counter to get rewarded and have it essentially be their turn. They'd be at advantage, them be plus. So if they wanted to press that advantage, they could. What this would do would create a more or less an RPS element in the game. Like I said, the person that super countered is at advantage. It's their turn to press the attack, but I don't want them to be at so advantage where it's just a free punish. I want the opponent that got super countered to be able to react to that situation. That means they could perception, that means they could sidestep, that means they could super counter themselves, that means they could vanish. I want there to be a gap there to where the opponent can defend appropriately. Somewhat similar to like something like Xenoverse when you vanish and someone maybe back hits, it's the same kind of mind games that I'm suggesting here. You know, somewhat similar when a vanish happens and it's blocked in something like Dragon Ball FighterZ, you know, you're -2, you can do things. I just want there to be an element of mind games, and I think that's the best place to put it. That's more or less what I'd like to offer. Let me know if you guys agree with me in the comments down below, if you guys have any additional suggestions. And if you guys are really liking my suggestions, they're willing to listen. So if everyone really likes what I'm offering, they might just consider it. They might just consider changing the game in that direction. Dude, I was genuinely torn between making this video, Marvel Rivals video, a Street Fighter video, or like just playing any other fighting game type of video. I was on the fence, but I decided on this because I've been kind of a little bit away from the Sparking Zero content. Not that I haven't been wanting to play the game. I liked the game. I was willing to play it last patch, even though I don't think last patch was good. Also, where are all my Kaba mains at, bro? What happened to y'all? Oh, this was a nice little quality of life change too, like the character select. Oh boy, I can't wait to run into Gogeta. Oh, I mean, he's still probably gonna try to cheese out with Spirit Bomb, I imagine. But we shall see. I forgot. I'm so used to not being able to skip that... Okay. Yeah, I think they buffed Sidestep, too. Oh, shit. Alright, let's charge up a little bit of ki. Alright, he's going Super Saiyan. Which version of Goku is this? Okay, he's a little pissed. Okay, he's kind of cooking my shit right now. Okay, he's really cooking my shit right now. Shit. Nope. Ah, he got me. Nice. Oh, he's go. Oh, this is Super Goku. I did something. Please punch him. Please punch him. Oh, bro. I'm dead. God damn it. Gotcha, bitch. Wild Sense is OP. See, that feels bad for him, though. Like, I don't feel good because I didn't win the set, but he feels probably worse because he won 2 and then lost the last one. Oh boy! Goku levels up in stages, right? So, you know, we got Super Saiyan God. Oh, brother, and it's laggy as shit, too? I'm gonna one and done you, I'm sorry. I was not expecting him in a... Dude, why did that do so much? Please, and thank God I needed this to hit really bad. Pretty cool looking super attack, I can't lie. Why did that drop? If you lose to me, you suck. I don't know how much to delay this or not delay this. I'm dead, aren't I? Thank fucking God. I'm not rematching this guy. Or dare I be a cheesy bitch for a change? I'm rarely cheesy, but I'm thinking about it. They did buff Goku's I Want to Beat You in 5 Seconds, so fuck it, let's play GT Goku. Why does GT Goku's look a little bit cooler? What the fuck? Can't tell how much lag there is. Nice. Ah, shit. Please hit. I didn't mean to do that. I'm fucked. It's over. No, dude. I wanted instant transmission command, instant transmission. Nah, I want to beat you in 5 seconds. God damn it. Am I gonna get one and done? Let's find out. I don't want to end it there. GT Goku deserves better, dude. I'm so upset at myself. That game was over. I'm so upset at myself. Oh boy. Thank God. The infinite? Dude, I was hitting them with the straight infinite for a second. Yeah, they buff revenge counter. I think it's pretty good right now. I don't know. It very well might be overpowered. I guess we'll find out. Let's go, Goku! Yeah, I'm cooking this Kefla right now. Ugh, so sick. Really, you can revenge counter there? Oh, nice tech on the throw. Nice throw. That's faster than I was expecting. Nice, let's go. A little bit cheese with the Ki Blast there, but we got the win. All right, let me guess. You're not going to run it back now, too. Dude, the era of one and dones lately has been crazy. And it's not even just with this game, but I feel it more in new games. Like Tekken. Tekken was really bad for one and dones. This game's really bad for one and done. Yep. All right, well, maybe I'll be back with more Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the future. You know, it feels good to play the game after being pretty rusty. But let me know what you guys think of my changes, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.